Killing Floyd Money Mayweather. That's what this is all about. Um, I heard every take that I can possibly hear and focus on, man. And I mean, it's just depressing to keep hearing the same things over and over again. Different sites, different forms, different people's opinion, just different everything, man. The bottom line is boiling down to just not wanting Floyd to be the face of boxing. That's what this is going down to. We don't want him to retire as the face of boxing, so we got to do everything we can to kill Floyd Money Mayweather. That's what this whole thing is boiling down to: is killing this guy, killing his character, killing what he represents, killing the sport of boxing. And a lot of people that's watching this are gonna say, "Oh, well, he's a Floyd dick sucker. He's a Flomo. He's a Flomo. He's this. He's that." But the bottom line is, man, is that I love boxing, and I love any fighter in the sport. I've said this before in numerous videos. Um, any fighter in the sport that knows how to box, I'm gonna love it. I'm going to watch this guy. I'm going to pay attention to his career because he's jabbing, he's slipping, he's able to develop a defense that keeps him out of trouble. He's smart enough to wrap up. He knows how to duck and dodge. He knows how to throw a counter when he needs to. He knows how to throw the hook when he needs to. He knows how to go to the body and from the body to the top of the head, to the head to the body. He knows how to hit the sides of of another opponent's shoulders to make him drop his arms. He knows how to split the defense and go down the pipe. So it's just one of those things, man, that if you see guys that exude what you love and they're doing it, man, and they're representing it to a T, why not give them their just due? Why not say, you know what, this guy is the truth. He is boxing. He is what a boxer is supposed to be. And Floyd has done that since '96, since he first came in. I've been watching this guy a long time. I used to be a Floyd hater too, until he fought Diego Corrales. And when he fought Diego Corrales, I said, you know what, maybe this guy is what he says he is. And I didn't want to give him his just due, but, I respected him after he beat Corrales because at that time, Corrales was like the guy that couldn't be beat. He was knocking everybody out like a Tito Trinidad, and it was just complicated for him to be beat. He was knocking everybody out, and Floyd gets in there and puts him away, with no problem. I mean, virtually no problem. Diego was frustrated from the bell, and the rest of the fight, and so forth. But it's all about killing this man's character. He had to take on a persona that would enable him to sell tickets, and it worked, as you can see. Maybe not too much for his benefit as far as his personality is concerned, but I mean, as far as his pocket and his bank account, his children being set for life, and his exes are all good, his mom is good, his pop's good, everybody good. He must have made out all right, in my opinion. But that's beside the point. The reason why I call this thing Killing Mayweather is because now they're doing the same thing that they've done to every other great. I remember when Roy Jones was up and coming, and Larry Merchant kept getting in the ring and asking him, what was he going to do next? Maybe you should fight this guy. Maybe you should fight that guy. And these guys were in other weight classes. Roy, you've already cleaned out this division. What are you going to do? You need to move up. Maybe you should challenge this guy or that guy. And Roy was ignoring him for a while, and then it came to a point to where he became his own promoter, and he needed to make the money, and he started making those moves. And with him becoming his own promoter and breaking away, doing his own thing, it started being an assassination on his character. They start talking about how flashy he was, how ignorant he was, and, how this is bad for boxing. Then guys like Prince Nassim Hamed came along, and he was coming in on magic carpets and stuff like that. Fernando Vargas coming in as an Aztec warrior. They said that all of that stuff was bad for boxing, but it was entertaining. It sold tickets. People came to see it. It was fun. and they wanted to weed that out. They wanted to get rid of it because they don't have a white champion. There hasn't been an American white champion since Kelly Pavlik, and Pavlik didn't remain a champion long. So they've been upset about that. So you got to know that they have these guys in place to denounce high-profile black athletes or minority athletes as well. Once these guys start reaching a certain pinnacle, reaching the top, man, they want to break these guys all the way down, and they want to make sure that they can't climb back up to the top, because they want in place who they want in place to represent the sport, to represent themselves, and also to generate that dollar, with having a face that appeals to white America. So at the end of the day, man, whenever they don't get it, they start the assassinations. And now it's Floyd's time to be assassinated. They've tried to do it. They tried to break him down. It was the whole Jack Johnson routine. Get anybody in there that you can to beat him. Call this guy, call that guy. And it just didn't work. He beat everybody that they put in front of him, just like he said he would. And, it just hasn't worked out to their benefit, So they tried to assassinate his character. We're going to send him to prison. We're going to, take him out of the sport. We're going to punish him by taking him out of the sport. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But it's just dumb because he generates more money than any other fighter in the game. And they couldn't produce another guy that could fight on that level, that could entertain on that level. They created Manny Pacquiao. I remember when they put him on the cover of Time magazine, same as Floyd. Floyd was called the great hoax, and Pacquiao was called the Great Hope, and they always, like Floyd said, every time I have a fight, they end up saying my name, so Manny Pacquiao benefits off of my name. It was just always one of those things. Sorry about that, guys. Had to pause the video for a second, but that was pretty much what was said, with about Pacquiao and how they were marketing him, which was pretty brilliant on their part to keep him relevant, but we all knew what it was going to be once he got in the ring with Floyd. It didn't work out. He got embarrassed. He got outclassed, and everybody's upset about it that they had to pay $100 to see this fight, and it was no fight. It was no fight because Manny Pacquiao doesn't have the same skill set as a boxer. He came in as an athlete, as a fighter, and a brawler / puncher, and that doesn't work because it's easy for those guys to get countered. So anyway, man, I just wanted to bring this up because it's really annoying to go on every web page and boxing forums and stuff, and see all of this hate and guys calling him a monkey and a nigger. He can't read, he can't do this, he can't do that. And all this guy does is box. He told you how he was going to beat this guy. He told you it was 5 different ways to beat him. He told you what it was going to look like, and you bought the fight anyway. And now you pissed off that the guy that you picked to beat this guy, to get this dude out of the sport so you can have a champion, it didn't work. You want a champion. All of these guys want a champion, these different nations. The Mexicans want a pound-for-pound true pay-per-view king. They thought they had it in Canelo until they put him in the ring with Floyd. They thought that Marquez was going to do it. They thought Beretta was going to do it. They thought, all of these guys would be able to get in the ring and do it. Eric Morales, all of them. It just didn't work out, because you still had the true pound-for-pound king and Floyd Money Mayweather in the ring, and still boxing. And this is why they keep saying, oh, he's bad for boxing, because they want to have a champion that they can hoist on their shoulders and be proud of. Run him out of the theater like they did Bruce Lee, That's what they want. They want to be able to do that, and they can't do it. So, what other way can we get him out of here than to assassinate his character and make sure that his face doesn't go down in history as the top boxer in the sport? And that's what all of this stuff is about, man. It's character assassinations. They want to go with the rape, not the rape, but the domestic violence thing. They want to go with, jail time. They want to go with everything that they could possibly do to ensure that this guy is not the face of boxing. But it's not working. Congratulations to Floyd and to the fan base. Peace.